Well, here we go on 4th down with Murray. Dances by him. That's to his running back, complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check it out.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man is Ross, complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check three, check three, check three.
And that'll set them back 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and...
He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, hey. Watch on, though. Shit. Chance, watch chance, watch chance. Two flip. Chance, chance.
A final shot before half from Murray. Open man is QT, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Rush in. Rush in. Go, go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Stepping up, Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Switch. Check.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
57 to the mark. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
57. Hey, let's get this. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Undercrush. Hey, check 3.
They do go for it. It's Murray. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Let's go. Do it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Back, back, back. Shit.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 43-yard line.
Check nickel. Check 3.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mike's 57. 57's real. Army.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Wide. Get wide. Showing it.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
59's Mike. Check. 59. You got nothing today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Texans, 1st down.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Texans on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Oh, he sheds himself free.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Check, 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, I'm coming. Check. Fresno.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Houston.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
To throw is Murray, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
57's Mike 57. Coming up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check the out.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
59's Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check 37. 66. Bullet.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All day. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 57 to Mike. I'm coming. Hustle. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 57.
1st down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, switch gears. Go. Check 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's get some penetration. Watch the twist.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Joker, 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 Joker. SOS.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Well, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Got Gordon open, completes it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Murray. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Check 24, Choco. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Check it back, check it. Kill.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Silver. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Cut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, ready? Check 59. Go. Hey, I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's it. Big hit.
It's now fourth down and goal.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.